Hey guys, welcome back. Here we are in the second temple of the game, the Fire Temple. So as soon as you enter, you want to head up the steps and go through the door on the left, just ignoring the fire keys along the way. So as soon as you enter the next room, you'll see a short cinema in which Link meets up with Darunia again. Yay! So our old buddy is excited to see you too. So this temple is going to be broken up into 4 videos that cover the actual temple itself. So this is the first of 4, followed by 1 video that covers the boss. So that's how this is going to be broken up. So as soon as you enter, then Darunia will talk about how Ganondorf revived a dragon within this temple, and that he's going to feed all his people to... He kidnapped all the Gorons, he's going to feed them to the dragon. So Darunia is upset about that, of course, and he's going to go try and put a stop to it. And so he is going to go and try and seal up the dragon, but he's worried because he doesn't have the dungeon item, which is the hammer that the last hero used to defeat the dragon. So he's going to go on and try and defeat the dragon without it. Meanwhile, he wants you to go save all the Gorons, who are prisoners throughout this entire dungeon. So that works out to our advantage because there's a small key with every Goron that is trapped. So we will be rescuing the Gorons as we collect the small keys. So before we head back to the previous room, which is what Darunia hinted at that we needed to do, we actually need to go get a small key over here before we can continue on. So head across to the left side, just jump along the platforms, and then step on the switch to release the first Goron. Talk to him and he will tell you a tip. All of the Gorons in this temple will give you a tip for releasing them, and so they tell you interesting things about the Fire Temple, but also tips about playing this game in general. So kind of a cool way to tell you how to play in some of the first temples of the game. So the first Goron tells you that there is a pillar in the ceiling that you need to go up to the room right above this one, and you need to smash the pillar and make it come down. And that's actually something we can't do yet, but we'll be doing it at the very end of this temple actually, so just kind of log that away in your memory for now. Grab the small key and then just head back towards the front door, and notice that you can run along the water, or along the lava for short distances without getting hurt now that we have the Goron's tunic. So anyways, I'm just looking down at the pillar so you can see that it will fall down and fill that hole so that we can jump across to the boss door. Head back to the main room and then go across to the locked door across the way. So as I was saying, you can run on the lava for short distances. I really encourage you to do that rather than, like in this next room, for example, there's all this lava and platforms and stuff. Just whatever, don't worry about it. Just run across. So here we are going to go to the opposite side, but first we have to get a small key on both the left and the right side. So I'm going to go to the left side first because it's more convenient. Head across here and go through the door. So this is another one of those Gorons, so just head forward and release him to get a cool tip. So the Gorons throughout this temple will repeatedly use the phrase Goron special crop, and they were referring to the bomb flowers that you used in the past. Now, in this case, you're probably going to be using bombs instead, so whenever they use that phrase, they're talking about bombs. So this particular Goron gives you the tip that you can slash walls, and a regular wall will make a metallic sound, meanwhile a bombable wall will make a more like thick type sound. It's kind of hard to explain. In any case, so if you are suspicious that a wall might be bombable, just smack it with your sword and you'll know immediately if it's bombable or not. So head back outside after you grab the small key, and then you'll see that there's a time block right above the door you just exited. So play the Song of Time, and this will make the time block move to right in front of the door. So now you can use the time block to get on top of it, and you'll access a door that is now revealed. So you can get into a secret room. So head on inside. And then in here there are 2 new enemies, the first of which are the tiles, and these guys are an enemy or an obstacle, whatever you want to call them, that are from A Link to the Past for the Super Nintendo and also Game Boy Advance. So you can kill them by either just dodging out of the way or just using your shield, or you can even smack them with your sword. You can also use the hookshot and stuff, I believe, too, but it's a little more awkward. In any case, just avoid them and then head forward. Here there's a new enemy called a Like. These guys are they're very dangerous because if they get too close to you, they will suck you up and eat you, and then they will consume your shield and your tunic. So you have to kill them quickly and get them back, otherwise they will eat your shield and you have to go buy it back again and go buy a new tunic, etc. So collect the gold Skulltula token that is hiding in there, number 58, and then head back outside. So here we are going to head across to the other side of the room, and the most efficient path is straight through the middle, in my opinion. So remember that you don't have to just avoid the lava altogether. You can run through it for short distances without taking any damage, so feel free to just run through if you don't want to wait. So I really encourage you to do that. So as the Goron from just a little bit ago was telling us that walls that are bombable sound different than regular walls. So if it makes that different sound, then that means that you can use a bomb to blow it up. So whip out a bomb and then place it in front of the funny looking wall and then just wait for the magic. Once it blows up, you'll see that a door is revealed, so head on inside and rescue the next Goron. So after rescuing that Goron, I suggest you just head along the right side, just run right across the lava, and then head into the door on the right. This will take us to our next objective. So you should have 2 small keys at this point. We'll use 1 to get through the door, so you should have 1 small key remaining. If you do not have 1 small key at this point, then you should go back because you are missing 1. So climb up the wall here, actually, and so we have to get up on top of these ledges that are nearby. So in the center of the room, you'll see that there's a pillar of fire that keeps shooting up straight up into the air. So there's a mischievous large block that is just on top of one of these platforms. You want to hop down onto the platform and then push the block onto the fire. This will give us a shortcut to get into an upper room. So jump on top of the block and then just wait for the magic. That's pretty sweet. I wish I could do that. So now that we have this shortcut to get into the next level up top, you want to head through the locked door. This will use our last remaining small key. So head in here and you'll see another new enemy. This temple's just full of them, aren't they? These are fire slugs, and these guys, their flame can pretty much be put out with just about any of your weapons. And then after that they just kind of run away, all scared like. Well, the main thing that makes them a pain is when you're jumping on top of a ledge or whatnot that they're on top of, like this one for example. It will start running towards us as soon as it sees us. You can use Deku Nuts quickly to stun them before they even have a chance to run after you. Makes them a lot easier. So you can actually use it on a platform before you even get up to them. Jump across the other side. You'll see that there's a crystal switch, but unfortunately we can't do anything with it at the moment because the timer goes up way too quickly. So in any case, you want to push the block off the ledge and then pull it all the way out. So, now that we have a clear path to get up to the fire, you'll see that we don't have enough time to hit the switch and then run along that way. Now, if you remember from earlier, the Goron that we just saved, the last one that we just saved, he told you that you can also use bombs to activate switches. So, stand close to this ledge right above the switch, and then use a bomb right over the edge. Quickly hop, place it down, and then jump up the ledge to get closer to the fire. This should give you more than enough time to climb up the grating and get up into the upper level. So, do so, and then head through the next door. That is it for this video. Join me for the next one, and we will continue our way through the Fire Temple.